It's time to grab your love letter. So let's get started and let's see what the Word has to say to us today.
Said unto him, Shalt thou indeed reign over us, or shalt thou indeed have dominion over us? Now, as you can tell by life, by now, that Satan has dominion over all of us here. Yeah. And they hated him yet the more for his dreams and for his words. Now, we hate him because he does have it. Anybody that knows today's world and how we have a birth certificate that makes us a corporation and all this other stuff for the Vatican, okay? And he dreamed yet another dream and told his brethren and said, Behold, I have dreamed a dream more, and behold, the sun, 1, the moon, 2, and the 11 stars made obedience to me. There's 13. And he told it to his father and to his brethren. And his father rebuked him and said to him, What is this dream that thou hast dreamed?
What I truly believe. Okay? In fact, I got an email from a young lady, born-again, Messianic Jew from Israel. And she appreciated how I handled the subject and what I said. I believe that these people are saved, born again, have the Spirit of the living God. They are Jews, and they do the things that Jews do for thousands of years. I don't have a problem with that either. It's them. They're the people. And she probably says Yeshua or Yahshua or whatever. Okay? Amen. But here's what I'm going to show you. Next couple Watchman broadcasts, or however long this takes. The Yeshua of the Hebrew roots movement and the sacred name movement and the Seventh-day Adventists and the Sabbath keepers, you understand that the Yeshua of that movement is not the same Jesus as what's in this English King James Bible. And if you were to ask them, if I believed from the King James the same Jesus that they believe in, they would tell you exactly what I said. Our Jesus is not like his Jesus. So I'm not saying anything that they themselves would not tell you. In fact, they spend a lot of time trying to wrap your head around verses that they have twisted so that you end up believing in what they refer to as the true Mashiach, Yeshua HaMashiach, versus the Greco-paganized Jesus Christ, dirty on my tongue, Jesus of the King James Bible. They would say the same thing. So I'm just telling it like they say it. Sid Roth, promoter of the Hebrew roots, other speakers, Jim Staley, L.A. Marzulli, Perry Stone, various rabbis, Rabbis Ralph Messer, Peter Mikas. The list goes on and on and on and on of these people who promote. They see visions of Jesus, this quote-unquote Jesus, showing them the evil church people. Jim Staley had one of these. The evil church people, and telling them that this Yeshua, this one that they saw, is going to restore the true gospel. It's going to restore the true identity of Yeshua HaMashiach and restore the true Hebrew roots to these paganized Christians who are all going to burn in hell unless they come over to the Yeshua Torah-keeping side. Okay? One of their guys.
Did we not tell thee By the way, we're skipping in verses here and there because it's very long. Did we not tell thee at the first that we knew not the particular spot to which he went? Speaking of Joseph, they didn't know where he went. And whether he be dead or alive. Wherefore speaketh my Lord like unto these things? And Joseph, observing the countenance of Judas, discerned that his anger began to kindle when he spoke unto him, saying, Bring unto me your other brother instead of this brother. Speaking of Benjamin. And Joseph said unto his brethren, Surely you said that your brother was either dead or lost. Now, if I should call him, Joseph says it, if I should call him this day, he should come before you. Would you give him instead of the other brother? In other words, would you give Joseph instead of Benjamin? If he's going to call Joseph for him. And Joseph began to speak and call out, Joseph, Joseph, come this day before me, and appear to thy brethren, and sit before them. When Joseph spoke this thing before them, they looked each a different way to see from whence Joseph would come before them. Remember, they had come to the city hoping they would find him. And Joseph observed all their acts and said to them, Why do you look here and there? I am Joseph whom you sold into Egypt. Now therefore let it not grieve you that you sold me. For as a support during the famine did God send me before you. And his brethren were terrified at him when they heard the words of Joseph. And Judah was exceedingly terrified at him. And when Benjamin heard of the words of Joseph, he was before them in the inner part of the house. And Benjamin ran unto Joseph his brother, and embraced him, and fell upon his neck. And they wept. And they all embraced him and wept. Zechariah chapter 12, my Jewish brethren, is about to come to pass. Looking upon him whom you pierced, whom you sold. He's not in the whorehouse. So why do you keep looking, my brothers? He's not in a harlot's house. He's right before you. He's in your midst. He's the one that is answering your prayers. We know what Israel is going through is not easy right now. It wasn't easy for Joseph's brethren. All the way up to the very moment he revealed himself to them, it was a trial and a tribulation for them. But you're looking at the wrong place. Everything you're doing is prophesied of. Everything you're doing has been prophesied of. Look at the story of Joseph, and you will find Mashiach. I'm Stephen Benoon, your brother.